Hey guys, how is everybody? I know we're doing this a little bit differently today. I don't know if you noticed, but we are streaming directly from YouTube as an experiment. We will see how this works. Waiting for people to show up. Hey, Restreamers, replay crew. It is actually quite nice to see you. How are you guys doing? It's so nice when y'all come around. You know, I love being able to read your comments. So if you want to leave a comment down below, hi, Cricket. That means I get to read them and reply to them in a different time than these live comments. Because your guys' comments are just as important as the live comments. Hey, Cricket, how you doing? I didn't get this live posted early, so we will see if people drag in. It already looks like there's more than just you. But who knows what YouTube thinks about how many people are watching. What is new and different in your life? Typing is bad on the tablet. I do not like typing on the tablet at all because when I'm moderating, it just is too difficult. And it's impossible to try to type people's tags in because you have to type their whole tag, unlike on the computer where it fills their tag in for them. Makes it a whole lot easier, I think. So yesterday was Orion's vet appointment. It was his first appointment at a new vet to establish care, and also a bit of a follow-up appointment to see how he's doing. That's who I'm looking at over there in the corner. I realized I set YouTube to stream, and because I have YouTube set to stream, I can't share the second camera so that you guys can watch him. The advantage of being on Restream is that I can have a second camera. So we went to the vet. It wasn't his neurologist. It was a different vet. Indigo twin. Happy Yule to you. You win today. Did you plan that, Indigo twin? I have been thinking about you because I haven't seen you in so long. I have an award here. I need to find it. That's what I'm looking for. Somewhere here is an email. There it is. Look at this. Fraud Big Chief. Hi, guys. How are you doing? It is good to see you. I'm sorry I don't have a Ryan cam set up. I'm streaming directly from... Oh, good, Indigo. I'm glad you've been recentering. Here is Indigo. I think you're going to love this. Fab Daddy. How are you doing? You guys know what I've done? Oh my goodness. You're going to have to look at this picture a second. Oh, and yeah, we went for a follow-up, Indigo. Do you guys know what I have done? You're not going to believe this. I have shown up to a bacon baking hour with no... I have shown up with no vape, with no pot. I have no pot. Isn't it adorable, Indigo? So you guys need to watch this for a second. Terrible party foul, Big Chief. It's a terrible party foul. I don't even know how I'm going to solve this one. I may not be able to solve this one because Orion is sitting right next to me. I can't leave him. Good morning, Kristen. Hi, Susan. I cannot leave him in the stroller. That is a bad idea because he will try to get out. And I can't pick him up and carry him with me. You slept in this morning? That's nice. I didn't get a chance to sleep in this morning. You're off your tablet? Yeah, they're not fun to moderate in, Cricket. They're not fun to moderate in. Okay, so I don't know what we're going to do to solve the problem of me not having any bacon implements for bacon baking hour. I can't quite believe that I have shown up to my own baking hour with... I have one, but it has been clogged. You may have to leave. Holler out till someone comes. Hubby left early this morning to go out to the boat. He has a sailboat that he needed to work on. And kiddos are both asleep. And if I try to holler to wake them until they wake up, first of all, it's going to make a ton of noise because they're on the other side of the house. And I don't know if I can holler that loud. And second of all, you know what they're going to do is fucking laugh at me. That is all they're going to do. They're going to laugh at me and refuse to bring me my shit because I woke their asses up. And it's not worth the argument because one of them is a grown-ass adult, and so they'd be right. And the other one is 14, so I will not win this battle. It's going to have to be... I could take Orion on a short stroller walk. Sweetie, because I got up early and I put makeup on, honey, while I was forgetting my vape. I know you were joking about my lack of supply. I can't believe about my lack of supply. Okay, you guys hold right there. I'll be right back. Paolo. Okay, What's you guys gotta while I'm gone, you guys gotta keep the chat running. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. I ran, so now I'm out of breath. Quick before she returns. My biggest secret? I don't know. First one to leave gets roasted. Big Chief, you're hilarious. Peppermint chocolate bar, fruit cake. Ooh, favorite Christmas candy pastry. You guys love fruit cake? Peppermint chocolate bark indigo twin? More stuffing and gravy. Cricket. Excellent. Chocolate loaf thing. Kristen, is it chocolate babka? Your fan makes ham, not turkey at Christmas. Nice. Go chat silent. No face. How dare you? How dare you? Scotch and soda are actually the same cat, but one has a wig. That's hilarious, Cricket. That's hilarious. I like a good fruit cake too. They are very hard to find. Okay, guys, we have a selection. We have golden something. We have peppermint. I think we have vanilla. I think we're going to go with the golden something that I don't remember what it is. Chocolate and cinnamon babka. Yes, Wolferman's makes the most amazing. Collins Street Bakery has good fruit cake. You're planning on making wigs for fish? How far along are you on this baking project, Fab Daddy? You had no clue it was called that? Yes, chocolate babka. Wolferman's makes the best chocolate babka. Sorry, I'll fix my t-shirt a little bit. That was a fair amount of, yeah, that's better. So, Orion went to the doctor yesterday. Yeah, it's hard to find. Sometimes you can call around. It's a cinnamon bread loaf. They have cinnamon frotty, they have cinnamon and they have chocolate. This is a traditional Jewish food, and it is heavenly. Yeah, fish are slippery. They sure are, Fab Daddy. Okay, guys. Zeno Marlene. Kat, you've got excellent timing. How are you doing? It is a very delicious thing, Fraud. It is a very delicious thing. I wish you a Merry Christmas too, Kat. It is very good to see you. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. So Orion went to the vet yesterday. He was scheduled. So the day before he went into surgery, he was scheduled to go to the groomer. And that didn't happen, obviously. And the day he went into the hospital, he was scheduled to get established with a new vet that I was transferring to. I didn't have him established with a vet other than like Banfield because he was just getting his immunizations. But my husband got, or my, not my husband, my son got established at a vet he really liked. And so he wanted me to get Orion established at this new vet. And so Orion was due for his immunizations. And so I made the appointment that was 2 weeks ago, Friday, for Orion to get established and get his vaccinations at this new vet. Yes, Fab Daddy, he does. And so both of those appointments were canceled. And so we rescheduled the vet appointment to 2 weeks from his surgery, which was yesterday. They do weigh him in inches. And they tell me that he's overweight because if it's too much of a ratio, because it makes him back sway too much. Hey Journey, how are you doing? So this was the appointment to get his vaccines and to establish care and to do a little bit of a follow-up. So we took him in and they looked at him and they said he looks great and to pay attention, to not let him walk around, to keep him contained. They said I could give him his meds as every 6 to 8 hours. So that makes keeping him quiet is a little easier. And also I'm able to get my 10 hours of sleep rather than the 7 hours of sleep I've been getting, having to give him his meds every 8 hours. They said he looks good. Sorry, I'm just looking over at him in the stroller here. They said he looks really good and that they're really, really glad that we really glad that we had the insurance so that we could get the surgery. They say the surgery really makes all the difference. So yes, Fab Daddy, I did have doggy insurance for him, and I am incredibly grateful and thankful that I did that for myself and was able to do that. And because there's just it was a $12,000 surgery, you guys. There's no way. There's no way we could have afforded that. I mean, there's no way we could have afforded that. So, I highly recommend pet insurance if you have a pet because the decisions that I would have had to be make are not decisions that I would have liked the answer to. Yes, 12 grand. Yes, no face. It is wonderful news, Kat. I could have sold my human child to afford the bill. Although now keep in mind, here's a couple of things. It would have cost 10 times that minimum if it were a human child with this problem. First of all. Second of all, this dog insurance, the pet insurance, they were a dream to work with. They even paid the clinic that I took him to. They paid that clinic directly. So I didn't have to pay the clinic and then wait to get reimbursed by the insurance company. It was amazing. Yeah, 12 grand, Kristen. 12 grand. 12 grand. 12 grand. That's how much the surgery costs. It's neurosurgery, you guys. He has a neurologist who did neurosurgery. What Fraud is saying is it was neurosurgery on his spinal column. I mean, it's even when the cats had hip replacement surgeries. The cats had hip replacement surgeries and they did not cost that much. And it wasn't hip replacement. We did something a little different. But they had to have just orthopedic surgery. Unlike not neurology, not emergency. None of that. This was emergency neurologist surgery. The MRI probably cost $2,500. Yes, Fraud. And they had to do an MRI. They had to do an MRI to know where to operate. So it was without insurance, we wouldn't have been able to do it. We just wouldn't have been able to do it. And I've done the math. I could pay the premium. I know, no face. Longer dogs tend to cost more for surgeries. Interesting, Indigo Twin. And this is a really common problem. This is a really common problem. The insurance, it's not inexpensive, it's not cheap, but it's affordable. And it's certainly more affordable than 12 grand. So I am very thankful that the insurance covered the largest parts of that. Nope. Okay, hold on. checking how YouTube's streaming. Yeah, exactly, Fab Daddy. It's a lot of money, Kristen. Yes, I had pet insurance. I had pet insurance, and it worked. Miracle of miracles, wonder of wonder. I don't ask me, but when we took him into the emergency surgery clinic, they were like, "Oh yeah, this insurance company is great to work with. We love them. They will pay us directly." It's yes, Kristen, yes. It still it still hurt. It still hurt. Um, because I don't believe in low deductibles. So it still hurt, but it could have been a lot worse. It could have been me begging for the money. It could have been me begging for the money. Yeah. Not unless they cut him open. I only had to sell one of my kidneys. Exactly, Fab Daddy. Um, pretty sure he didn't respond like it was a fake surgery. He really didn't. He didn't respond like it was fake. Pretty sure. Yes, Orion couldn't even walk, Kristen. His back legs were completely paralyzed. I had to express his bladder manually. Something I didn't know that you could do in dogs, but apparently you can. The other interesting thing about dogs is because I had to express his bladder manually, but I was also concerned about the other eliminatory path that solids rather than liquids take through your body. And they said, and I quote, "In dogs, you don't need to worry about that. It will come out." Things that you never knew that you would know, but they are correct. In dogs, you do not need to worry about that. It will come out. It actually works that way. It just it not so much seep, but it it they let you know because like well, at least Orion let me know because he could feel it. So there was feeling there and we knew that. But it just comes out in some manner, shape, or form. Expressing his bladder, though, is a little more complicated. There are videos for this on YouTube, y'all. How to express a dog's bladder. Where we are right now, exactly. Any questions, y'all? Shall we do more baking? I don't know, Kristen. I think you're in this particular handbasket to hear how Puppy's doing. He is doing relatively okay. Let me see if I can show you guys how he is looking. Interesting. Okay, we're not gonna argue with this right now. I'm not gonna be able to show you. Innocent Shenanigans? Hello. It's a pleasure. Have we met before? I like your name. Innocent Shenanigans. Those are the best shenanigans, although I'm not sure shenanigans are ever truly innocent, but that would be a debate I'd be willing to have with you. Innocent shenanigans. We had to do that for my Shih Tzu when he got Lyme disease. Ultimately, we walked him to the Rainbow Bridge because the Lyme went to his heart. But yeah, pet insurance definitely worth that. Yes, Indigo. Any resolutions for the upcoming year? Fab Daddy, that is a good question. I think my biggest resolution um, is to try and write more. Friday, you and I are thinking along the same lines, aren't we? Fab Daddy, I'll get back to it. Indigo teaching went well. I got my grades for the quarter, you guys, and I got A's. So I did better this quarter than I've done in past quarters. It was an 2 A's instead of an A minus for my 4 credit class. Um, so I did well. And there's no teaching right now because it's winter break. And next quarter, I'm very worried about. So I don't want to talk about it yet. That's an excellent resolution, Fab Daddy. Thank you, Kristen. I mean, it was a practicum. It was an it was an easy A. But I don't know what the spread is. So I don't know if I'm wrong. Oh, I wondered, no bot. Innocent shenanigans. I wondered if there were some relation there. Guys, last night after dinner, last night we put up the Christmas tree. I know it's a little late, but it got done. And it's before Christmas even. So it's a little late, but it got done. The tree got up. So we're putting the tree up last night. After dinner, we were putting up the tree and I was munching on a piece of candy. And all of a sudden, there was this I bit into the piece of candy and there was this hard, I thought it was like a pistachio shell that had gotten through into the candy. So I took out the shell and I put it on the plate. And then I was feeling around in my mouth and I realized I lost my crown last night. So that's another fun one. It has been has been a difficult few weeks. We do not need any more bad things. I got dequeened. Yes. I got dequeened. I was like, "What is going on?" It felt so strange. I'm like, "I'm missing a tooth, but I'm not hurting, but there's a tooth there." Okay. All fixed. We had some My husband lost a crown recently too, and so we both were dethroned, and, funny. The dentists are getting rich. Royalty is overrated. Crowns are porcelain trickster teeth. Indeed. How are you doing, Adam? I was just thinking, Adam, my husband and I have been dethroned is how that how a comment and a thought like that, um, with metaphors turns into the kind of stuff that the book talks about. That's where my head was going there for a second, and you showed up in the midst of that thought, Adam. I'm so that is how it is. Adam, you missed. Hey, Sophia. It is nice to see you. I always like it when you stop by. Welcome in. What have we talked about, y'all? We have talked about dog elimination, pet insurance. If you don't have pet insurance for your pet, please go get the pet insurance. I highly recommend. Um, Pet elimination, and by pet elimination, I don't mean eliminating your pets. I mean the pets going potty. Yeah. Hey, Amy. How are you? How's the market going? How's the Christmas market going? This is the last one before Christmas. Is it busy? Really, Fab Daddy? I did not mean for that many ads. Oh, brain fog. Poopy and grounds. That's where we've been. That's where we've been. That's right, Indigo Twin. Don't make resolutions, make goals because goals are manageable and flexible. So if I have to wait a bit longer for them to be completed, I feel less stressed. Yes. Yes. Yes, no face. And if you can't afford pet insurance, you can always buy a $20 shovel. It, I'm, yes, yes. I think it's terrible and awful. I think pet insurance, I well, I yeah, I think it's awful. Don't be stressed about the ads, they're out of your control. Well, except I monetized the stream. I monetized the stream. A crown that grows into a new person, Dr. Gollum DDS. I love it, Adam. A comic about a crown that grows into a new person. That would be excellent. That would be excellent. Okay, so back to resolutions. Susan and I are doing together for the new year. We are going to try to journal more regularly. So I'm making the goal pretty broad, trying to journal more regularly. That might mean once a week. That might mean for a period of time. You can shape that however you want it. If anybody wants to join us with this little, we hope to journal more regularly, that would be great. Susan and I talked about doing this before Thanksgiving, and we decided to wait until the new year because it would be less busy. And so that is why it is happening with the new year. Chica! How are you? It is good to see you. Thank you, Fab Daddy. Do you guys know I've made like $7 whole off of page ads? It's kind of cool. $7 whole. Doodling helps get your thoughts sorted better while writing. Really, Sophia? I'm not good at either. How do you doodle? I mean, you just doodle on the page while you're writing? I can see that. Kind of giving yourself space to daydream while you're writing. Indigo Twin, do I have one? Let's talk about it. Is there interest? One Starbucks coffee. Yes, Fab Daddy. That's called cursive. I mean, Sophia, no bot's got a point. If I'm writing in if I'm journaling in cursive with my fountain pen, does that count as doodling at the same time? At the same time. The good thing about doodling is it doesn't have to be anything but you putting the pen on paper. Oh, so you mean you start with the goal of just doodling, and the doodling leads to journaling? Asemic writing. Adam's going to make me look something up again. I say that with a smile at Adam. Ah, interesting. Hybrid art form. Asemic writing. So tell me about asemic writing. Tell me what you mean, Adam. Thinking of a place to meet where you could keep up with goals in each other. No pressure to say yes. Okay, if there's interest, Indigo Twin, then I will consider it. I have a number of Facebook groups already, and so I hesitate to add more for reasons. But if people want one, you consider legible handwriting art in itself? Okay. You can't even doodle correctly. You start and then have to do something with it. Oh my, brain fog. I loved writing letters. While living in residence, my dear friend and I sent pages long letters each month. I know I am showing my old age. Chica, I could never write letters even as a young girl. Even as a young girl. Sophia, would that be similar to me knitting in class helps me to remember the information better? Just doing something with your hands helps people absorb the information better? Formalistic doodling. Writing in form, but they aren't real words. Formalistic doodling. Interesting. Okay, Sophia, same sort of thing. But you've already got the pen to paper is what you're saying. Whereas if I'm oh. If I'm knitting and crocheting and something strikes me, I'm not likely to put down my knitting and crocheting to pick up my pen and make a note. But if I'm already writing or if I'm already doodling, and something strikes me, then I'm more likely to write it down. I think that's what you're saying, Sophia, right? Hey, Brian. Letters are a lost art form. Indeed, they are, Chica. My daddy. You want to hear a sad story? My daddy used to send me a letter every day. It was a sentence or two. He'd print it on the computer. He'd sign it, Dad. He'd fold it, put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and mail it to me. And I would open them, read them, and throw them away. Not fireworks. Not fireworks. Because my half sister, my sister, my dad's other daughter, got letters every day from him, and she put them in a 3-ring binder. They made you write a letter when you were in first grade, you got an A? Yes. Yes, brain fog, exactly. He says the most amazing things that I've got to go research it every time. Every time. He was an amazing he was an amazing man. That was my throat and the vape. I am still able to talk about him after the shots without breaking up. But yeah, my sister kept them all. You love writing letters, and I got these plush bunnies. Hold on one second, y'all. Orion is upset because Child has friend visiting. Child was coming to show me that friend was here visiting. You can't receive or send snail mail from Cuba? Chica, really? I had no idea that that wasn't allowed. You got these plush bunnies from a story where the bunny travels the world writing letters home to his Sophie. Oh, cool. Cool, Sophia. Your handwriting is horrible since age 8. What about into a computer? I mean, my father's. Oh. Fab Daddy. I can't tell if you're serious or joking. Because, in this universe, the truth can be stranger than fiction. You can only write letters while a doleful violin plays. Too many Civil War documentaries. I tried. My dear best friend was an amazing man. And he is still alive. He was in a terrible accident and is not fully in a coma, but is not fully able to communicate easily at all. And I've tried writing letters to him, but that doesn't even work for helping me to write. Yeah, she gets emails just fine. Indigo. I could introduce you guys on email. That would be totally my pleasure to do for both of you. I think that would be lovely. You like falling asleep to Ken Burns documentaries? There is this YouTube channel called I think it's called The End of Civilization, The Fall of Civilization. Let's see. Fall of Civilizations. Yes. The Fall of Civilizations podcast. This guy makes like 1 to 8 hour videos about the fall of different civilizations. And they are brilliant. They are just brilliant. And his voice, the voice is amazing. So if you guys want something to go to sleep to, Fab Daddy, I highly recommend Fall of Civilizations. I haven't listened to the last one, Brian. Any letters from Cuba should start Dear CIA because that's who will be reading them. Yeah, Adam, apparently. Reading. Okay, so I will introduce you guys on email if that's okay with both of you. Yes, he has amazing stuff. Really, really good stuff. And I I turn them on and I go to sleep listening to it, and then I go back the next night and I find how far I remember hearing, how far back how long it took me to fall asleep. And then I start listening from that point, and he is just lovely. Just lovely, and you learn so much really excellent history. If you haven't. That's a neat trick, Innocent Shenanigans. I gotta come up with a way to say your name, because Innocent Shenanigans is long. Okay. Innocent Shenanigans is long. Okay, guys. Oh my goodness. No, not yet. I thought we'd blown past First Minnesota Goodbye, but we are. You have the Lord of the Rings audiobooks on. Hey, Fab Daddy, have a great one. Oh, before you leave, Fab Daddy, although you don't usually, never mind. Don't usually see you on Wednesday nights. Oh, brain fog's fault. Alan Watts. Is Alan Watts on YouTube, Brian? Apparently. Andy Serkis. Got it. That's who narrates. Nice. So this is Alan Watts for anybody who wants to take a look at Brian's recommendation. Andy Serkis read them. Got it. Tolkien is rather brilliant. He does speak about Buddhism, Cricket. Any shits? We're only an hour in and I'm getting baked. Baking bacon. The whole idea, right? What's the matter, you? It's okay, Sophia. I'm bad at names too, especially when we're an hour into baking hour. Oh, this one says official. I'm just saying. I don't know if it is or not. Apparently, there's lots of them. Well, Kristen, that's one of the reasons with I mean historians of American history or American historians. Yes, Indigo, he was. He was, and he and C.S. Lewis. Aleister Crowley reading his own poetry is also on YouTube. Okay, Kristen. I don't know where the Fall of Civilizations guy is from. I just think he's really good. He's English. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. There's got to be a biography of J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm sure there is, and it's very well read, and the name of it apparently there are several, but Humphrey Carpenter seems to have written the best. So take that for what it is. 23 or 24? A recent one, you mean? You have it. Got it. Carpenter. Oh, I don't have a more recent one. Oh, Holly Ordway? It's about his faith? No, The Letters of J.R.R. Tolkien. Revised and expanded edition. That was 2023. Very interesting. I like Tolkien a lot. Adam, right over my head. You went right over my head again. He scared the hell out of you. But I don't get the Rod Rum. I know the reference to The Shining, but I'm not getting the connection. I'm so guys, I can stop monetizing. I don't I don't like it that you guys are upset about the ads. It's important to me that this is hey Janelle. That's a king of a comment. Adams are Janelle. I assume what you're talking about. I assume what you're talking about. Well, thank you, Sophia. Funnier if you're in Mordor. Oh, got it. See, I catch up. I catch up. I was like 3/4 of the way there. Thanks for the leg up. Thanks for the leg up, Janelle. I needed the assist. Hunk on Earth is hilarious, Janelle. I sit there going, that would be me watching Hunk on Earth, essentially. Adam. We must assist the baked. Thank you, Janelle. Ads are something we will never avoid, and $1 adds up. Brain fog. I told everybody I think I've made like $7. $7 on ads, which does not compare remotely to what I've made on memberships or super chats, which I appreciate, y'all. Please like and subscribe, or like or subscribe, and join if you are so moved, because we certainly like the members around here. Speaking of which, two things. I need to know if you all want to have, and I really honestly want to know this, do y'all want to have a Wheel of Wednesday this coming Wednesday? I agree, Brain Fog. Thank you. Money is not required. Jewelry is also acceptable. Uh-huh. Exactly, No Face. That is true. It is just as nice if you are here. That is your greatest gift. Let me be clear. Indigo, you're so sweet. Okay, Janelle, I'm happy to do that. What I will let me rephrase. I will do my level best. I expect I expect that most of the festivities at my house will be done by 6 on Christmas Day. I expect so. If I am not able to do it, I will just move it later. How is that? I understand. I figured there's a lot of people who won't be here on Wednesday because it's Christmas Day, and so I don't expect people to be here. But it also no ads. There you go, Chica. YouTube be YouTubing with the ads. Just tell me if there's any Scientology ads, because that would be hilarious. I figured there would be some of you who wouldn't be here, obviously, because it's Christmas Day, but then I figured there would be some of you who would want me to be on because it's Christmas Day. So we can totally do um when it comes to the ads, the revenue flows the same for the watch up to the skip as for the full length view. Watching it all doesn't pay more. Oh, okay, Dusty. It's not busy yet. It's 10:30. It's 10:30. And it's not rainy out, is it? You have the big Christmas thing in Germany on the 24th anyhow? Well, we in my family when I grew up, we had what we had when I was growing up is Christmas Eve was a big dinner and a big feast, and we opened all the presents from all the family. And then Christmas Day, Christmas morning, we had presents from Santa and stockings. And then we had Christmas breakfast, which was traditional as well. And that just, for some reason, it didn't jive for my husband. He came from a different background where Santa wasn't near as big as a part of the deal. And we didn't have a lot of family around to celebrate Christmas with. It just didn't work the same to do it that way. So we ended up doing presents only on Christmas Day. But this year, one of my children can only come on Christmas Eve. So we'll be having a big dinner Christmas Eve and opening their presents. And then Christmas morning, we'll have a breakfast. So we're doing it kind of the way I grew up doing it, but splitting the German and the traditional thing both ad. Skip ad would be your DJ name. That's funny, Adam. There's a 48-hour stream starting on Christmas Eve and ending on Christmas night through Mental Health Matters and the Village. Nice, Brian. That's good to know for anybody who needs a place to go. Skip the noise. Good. We're considering doing a live Christmas Eve because I know not everyone has family to spend time with, something we used to do in an organization I was part of every year. I would think it would be really nice to do a live on Christmas Eve. If I could, I had considered it. I would consider trying to do something for a set amount of time as a panel where people come in and go out, but I couldn't commit to more than, like, a half an hour on Christmas Eve. I haven't looked at the forecast, brain fog. I just know that hubby is out working on his boat today, so that it must not be terrible weather. Otherwise, he would have stayed home. Christmas Eve is the dinner, mass, and presents thing here. Yeah. My family was, Swedish and Danish, so I'm assuming that's the way it was done there as well. In France, they celebrate Christmas Eves, Adam. My goodness. You and Mai are gonna do an art live on the 25th? Nice, Janelle. Nice. Misha and the Village. Okay, I will look them up, Indigo Twin. A large blended family, 4 different events. Wow, Chica. Yeah, I'm curious what's gonna happen once my kids feel settled enough to start having their own holidays. I I think it's really hard for kids nowadays to get to the point where they feel like they are secure to have a family. I think there are some things that are really hard. Christmas is Europe is on the 24th. Christmas in the UK is on the 25th, like in America. Got it, Nebulous. Thought you could wear suits and spin around. It's a great community and opens up other channels for support and mental health. It is a lot of events over Christmas. Yeah, Chica, we never that was a rule my husband made was we never traveled on Christmas. We never ever traveled on Christmas. And I'm not I don't know. It's always hard to know if you made the right decisions raising your children. The Queen's 1968 Christmas broadcast was the best. Wasn't there something, I seem to remember that one as a standout, Adam, but I don't remember why I've got this image of the Queen's 1968 Christmas address. Star Wars Christmas special, best worst holiday Christmas special ever. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if that was the right picture, but there seems something about that. It's definitely special. Indeed, it is special. A special, special. When your eldest married, we started celebrating on Christmas Eve and then great leftovers on Christmas Day and to the cinema in the evening. I think we may tend towards a Christmas Eve, Christmas morning type of thing. And uh we will see. We will see. This is only the second year that we've really had to navigate this as a family because before that, one of my sons didn't live here in this area. And so he'd fly home for Christmas. So he'd obviously be with us all of Christmas. Um, so it's just been very different. And he's only been back. This is only the second Christmas since he's been back. So we're still as a family figuring out how 3 households plus a child in college plus a high schooler and her elderly parents, as she would put it, navigate Christmas together. Dad is still in timeout. I am sorry about that. Rain fog. That can't be fun. Yeah. Chica, that seems to be excessive. You don't get both. You got to pick. You got to give and take here with Christmas when it's extended family. One or the other, and you work it out. Sophia, we always tried to make chill as possible for Christmas. In the last years, it was very much watching movies and eating potato salad. Yeah. Christmas dinner comprises of crumbled carp fish in Prague and potato salad. Christmas dinner in the US is turkey and all the trimmings. Well, it depends. Nebulous. Sometimes we have ham for Christmas dinner. And sometimes we have prime rib for Christmas dinner. This year, I have a doctrinal question with regards to holiday menus. It is a very, very difficult doctrinal question because what I am considering doing is almost heretical. So, Christmas is on Wednesday, and I have not yet started preparing the pumpkin pie. Ro, how are you? Not enough space in the fridge for that much potato salad, eh, Sophia? So, this is a very difficult doctrinal question. I really don't have time to make the pumpkin pie. I would have to start this afternoon, and it'll be fine. It's within the time frame. It'll work. But not everybody likes pumpkin pie. So, if not everybody likes pumpkin pie, why am I going to all the work to make the pumpkin pie? I'm thinking. So I'm thinking of doing something very heretical and not making pumpkin pie. Oh, Nebulous. No carp, okay? No carp. Carp would be bad. Chica, because my family is picky about pie. The ones who eat pie are picky. They won't they won't they don't want a bought pie. Just make 9 pies. So I was thinking of making a cranberry tart. And it occurred to me, if I was making pumpkin pies, then adding a cranberry tart would not be heretical. It wouldn't even be a doctrinal question. It would be just fine. So the real issue here is it a holiday if you don't have pumpkin pie? No face, my pumpkin pie has sweet potatoes in it. That's one of the reasons it has to be made by hand, is because it's a combination of both. Um, don't send her to finishing school. Pie crust can, ready whip, the cheater pie, no loose women, apple pie. But apple pie will not be eaten. My pie averse child, I was able to convince there's no difference between a cranberry curd tart on a shortbread crust. There's no difference between that and lemon bars, which objectively is true. So a cranberry tart does not, in her mind, count as a pie. See? You see what I did there? It's a tart, not a pie. They are different. Chica, I know. Cherry pie and whipped cream and fluff. Cherry pie. You want cherry pie? I make a killer cherry pie. How can you make a cheater pie without using loose women? You're probably getting cheesecake from our favorite cafe that's chosen family now on Christmas. Sophia, I thought of that. I've got a great pumpkin cheesecake recipe. And we have cheesecake absolutists who will not, cheesecake non-absolutists, shall I say. What's the proper terminology I'm looking for? Cheesecake, people who won't eat cheesecake. I can't word. I am too baked. We have those who won't eat cheesecake in our home. So pumpkin cheesecake, as good as my recipe is not an option. But cranberry tart, I think everybody will eat. But doing only cranberry tart, is it heretical? Ooh, I love mincemeat. Not eating cheesecake is heretical. Not eating pie is heretical. I mean, we're dealing in a lot of heresies around here. But I'm talking about a specific one. Is it heretical to not have pumpkin pie on Christmas? Because I know for a fact the cranberry tart is acceptable if I make the pumpkin pie. But I'm sort of trying to wiggle out of the pumpkin pie. A 25-year-old rich Christmas pudding with brandy, that would be lovely. Oh, Sophia, it sounds excellent. I could do a variety of flavors. I would probably just do one. We would just have cranberry curd. The Blue Raven Marionberry pie is worth buying, and the Willamette, I do know how to say that word. Willamette Valley Pie Company Marionberry is a close second. Where do I get those, Janelle? I don't even know about the Blue Raven. I can't buy pies right now. Yes, Chica, I am right there with you. A Christmas pudding with a 25-year-old Christmas pudding. I love me some bourbon balls. What's your favorite Christmas? Your family was pumpkin pie only for sure Thanksgiving. Yes, but this is Christmas. Is it different? Am I being fully heretical? Pumpkin pie is so October. Make a candy cane pie. Adam. Adam killing me over and over again. Yeah, I think I have to make the pumpkin pie even if I make the cranberry tart. Fred Meyer's or Better Grocers. Okay. Are they expensive, Janelle? Christmas was for tarts and bars. Hmm. And a pumpkin tie. The pumpkin pie is a lot of work, y'all. It is not a pour the pumpkin puree into some evaporated milk with some sugar and a couple of egg yolks and bake it. That is not my pumpkin pie recipe. I have to make everything really complicated. I was gonna make some fudge from scratch, brain fog. I thought it might be fun to make fudge from scratch. They're not cheap, but they're excellent. Okay, Janelle. Well, I'll think on that. Hershey bar chocolate brownies and double cream. Ghirardelli brownies are uh, better than homemade. Better than homemade. Oh, Chica, I'm sure I'm putting too much pressure on myself. But that is why the doctrinal question. Am I committing a fully heretical act or can I give myself a break? You like to eat but Adam, I bet you like to eat the fudge from scratch. Nowadays, apparently, no face. Nowadays, apparently. Oh, guys, second Minnesota goodbye. We blew through it. So, does anybody else have anything excellent planned for Christmas? What is the Christmas feast? That's my problem. That's that would be the entire problem is what I'm on the wrong side of this argument. I am supposed to be the rebel and I am on the wrong side of this doctrinal argument and I'm trying to argue my way out of it. Puzzle solstice puzzles and snack hangout. That sounds excellent, brain fog. I hope everyone has a warm holiday and makes good memories to tide them over in latter times. Amen and amen. May all the gods and all the powers that be, whatever they may be, hear that prayer, because I totally agree with that one. Mulled warm wine. Oh, Nebulous, I am with you. Mulled wine is the loveliest. That is a holiday tradition in our house as well. I can't wait for it to go on. Chica, you don't celebrate Christmas, and New Year's is the big celebration. We are losing. I'm hoping that's a typo. Part of your family and will be alone this year. I'm really sorry you're going to be alone. Yeah, exactly, Adam. You are losing two last of our family and will be alone this year. You're going to buy a Fudge the Whale and set him free? Really? You don't like fudge, Adam? I haven't had homemade from scratch without marshmallow fudge um, for a really, really, really long time. So I think I'm going to have to make it. Ah, Cricket, that's where, huh? Nebulous, take care. Big hugs back at you. You like fudge, just not in the shape of adorable whales? Why do you need a rental car, Cricket? Oh. I mean, on the one hand, that's good, right, Chica? I expect. I mean, on the other hand, I am really sorry for you. It's very hard. Christmases and holidays, even if it's not Christmas, any special holiday, be it New Year's or Eid or St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving, whatever day is important was important to you and your family or you and your friends. It's hard to experience that day without them. So even if they're still with us, it's hard to experience that time without our loved ones with us. So I feel for all of you. You had a minor car accident. I didn't know that, Cricket. I've not been paying enough attention. For that, I am sorry. I am sorry it's not been a great week. I hope that I've not been such a terrible friend as I completely missed this. I hope that's not the case. I'm glad they got you. I am sorry for I apparently it's not me that's a little baked, but the camera's a little baked too, but because it keeps pulling me in and out and in and out. It is wonderful for their futures, but they are such a tight-knit family that it is heartbreaking for my hubby, especially since Mama is leaving with the last exodus. Chica, my heart is breaking for you. It's a terrible and hard thing. terrible and hard thing. Modest Mouse Bukowski. So what other great we are considering having prime rib, and I am considering making it's been a lot, so I can't really remember who I told. Last Sunday, my aunt passed away, so you are I'm assuming you're saying you are fortunate to have a lot of support. Good, Cricket. I am sorry that it's been difficult. Muddle. Yes, it's been a muddle. Mhm. And you've been fortunate to have a lot of support, I hope. Everything does seem to come at once, doesn't it? It always seems to come at once. So prime rib, Yorkshire pudding, you're working on your hubby's papers for Canada, but he will still not be able to visit the US without jumping through hoops. I will keep my fingers crossed, Chica. The world is about to enter, I think, I hope not. I feel that the world is about to enter trying times, but I pray, I hope and pray it's not the case. You did mean to say you're fortunate to have a lot of support. A lot of support. Okay. It's okay, Cricket. I'm kind of reading your mind here, which is okay. I like doing that. So, Yorkshire puddings, much more fun talk, and cranberry tart. You guys aren't helping me solve my doctrinal question. Um, I will think about it today. I feel like if I could find a Christmassy enough recipe that ticked all the boxes of not being pie and not being cheesecake, if it was Christmassy enough that I could make that and get away with not making pumpkin pie. Cranberry salad. Let them eat cake or applesauce. Okay, you guys. Then I will come off of my high horse. I will come off of my doctrinal high horse. Baked apple pie. I could do a baked apple pie. The last one I did was a bit underdone, so I could try again. I failed a bit at the apple pie. It's funny. Now that I've come down off my doctrinal high horse, I'm much less resistant to making the damn pie. Bowls of whipped cream, twice baked high horse pie. Exactly, no face. Now that I've climbed down off my high horse, I'm like, it's not that much problem. It's not that much problem. I don't know. We will see. I'm not fighting it anymore is my point. Like, I'm not it's like, whatever, whatever. If I get to it, I get to it. If I don't, it's okay, I will find something else. The whole it's not that I am it's like making the pumpkin pie would be okay, not that I'm compelled to make the pumpkin pie, if that makes any sense. Like, there isn't a compulsion for or against. It's like, "Okay, what do I want to do now that I've come off the doctrinal high horse, so to speak?" Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith casserole. Cricket, that's gotta be in a picture. Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith casserole. Um, my crust, yes, Chica. My crust is extra yummy. Funk. We'll see. One of the things about the pumpkin pie here's the thing about the pumpkin pie. It is a lot of work, but it is such a good result, and I do it so well, and people always like it so much that it makes it more fun to make than something new that I might fail at. And I think that's part of this too, is I need to try more new things, even if I might be failing at them. And is it okay to just, oh, this is good? Is it okay to just try the new thing without having the net of the really good old thing as a backup? Is that a jump I'm willing to make? Ha! Look at that, y'all. That was lovely. And it is third Minnesota goodbye time. Just in time. Try the new thing. Yeah, try the new thing. Mhm. Without a net. Focus. Try the new thing without a net and focus on what I'm doing. Okay, Randa, that's cool. R- eh, eh, Chica. Exactly you, Chica. Exactly you. What you are saying. They are. I'm like, the other thing I could do is once I get the menu figured out with my husband. This is why I'm so anxious to get the menu figured out with my husband. Well, I know that, No Face. But to be fair, we celebrated my birthday not on my actual birthday, right? So it's acceptable to celebrate a birthday not on someone's actual birthday. That's allowed. Chica, you have to take off. It's good to see you here. I have missed your presence. I pray that everyone is well, and my hope for a wonderful new year to you. Why should we do it that way, Adam? What if they did? I mean, like, they don't celebrate L. Ron Hubbard's birthday on his actual birthday, do they? Just make trouble. When I said this was a doctrinal question, I really wasn't kidding. This is a doctrinal question that I have been struggling with. Um, where do I stand on this issue? And the fact that I've been standing in the conservative wing, um, thinking that these ideas I'm having are heretical is problematic. So I need, but I'm also not a complete rebel and never have been, right? Um, so I got to get better at figuring out how to find that middle ground. Because I think I've been eschewing the rebel side of me for quite a little while. I need to be a baking Anglican. I've often wondered if the Anglican Church is the right one for me. Cricket, are you still here or are you busy? A baking Anglican is pretty funny. I wonder, it does sound North Korean. It can also be, I'd be high church, Adam. I grew up high church. I'd be high church. I I like the pomp and circumstance. Exactly my question, Cricket. I think we do. I think I think that that winner is a winner in a different way. I think we got a loser. Really no face. Well, I grew up Unitarian, if that gives you any reference point for anything. I am just getting quiet. That's what you get with a half with a twice baked carry. Half baked. Half baked too. Definitely half baked. This new ink that I got is so cool, y'all. It's like multichromatic ink. I don't know if you can see the sparkles. I don't think you can. There they are. There they are, right there. There's so many sparkles in here. There they are. All those multichromatic sparkles. You see, it's got a green tint to it. I need to do some more writing with my fountain pen. Yeah, isn't it pretty, Sophia? It's from it's from this company called Yes, I know that, Adam. Episcopalian is where I'd probably end up were I to go back to church. That is probably where I would end up. No face. It's just, I think, the place I would feel most at home in, given my that was an unintentional thumbs up. So has everybody got all their Christmas shopping that they wanted to do? Is everything that you I mean, have you accomplished it, or are you always all rushing around? Yeah. It is definitely high church. They seem to be you have people who don't want you to give them things. You have to buy gifts for 4 babies and a teenage girl. Well, the babies are easy, Cricket. Babies are easy, but teenage girl, luckily my teenage uh female presenting child gave me a the camera keeps moving in and out on me, y'all. We need to stop that. Okay. The zoom in and out. I mean, I'm not imagining that, right, guys? Are you seeing it zoom in and out on me? Excellent, Cricket. Excellent plan. That is an excellent plan. They automatically send it on Christmas. Yep, that is an excellent plan. It shows up, people have it. Brain fog. Orion is sitting right next to me, sound asleep in the stroller. Thank you, Cricket. Thank you. That's nice to know. I kind of rushed my makeup today. Maybe I'm just imagining the zooming in and out. Cat hair on my lip. Cat hair on my lip. So you guys still have things to do for Christmas. I found out I've got a Kickstarter. I got a Kickstarter for my husband for Christmas. It was a really beautiful Kickstarter. Just lovely Kickstarter. In fact, you want to see? Let me show you this Kickstarter I got for my husband for Christmas. It is just quite lovely. And so it was scheduled, of course, to deliver um, scheduled to deliver by Christmas. And so what it is imaginary zooming. Yeah. So this is the Christmas gift I got for my husband. One of them. And it's these glasses that are crystals, and it's got the Rockies, the Smokies, Rainier, and Yosemite. And they're glasses, and they can get put in the refreezer. They can be put in the freezer, and they serve to keep your whiskey cold. Anyhow, so that's what I got for my husband. Supposed to deliver by Christmas. Really, all you see is a black screen? Are you kidding me, Frotty? Shenanigans. You don't see Frotty? Really? Do you see it this time? Do you see it this time? Okay. So these glasses. Frotty, have you been here this whole time? It's a set of 4. It has Mount Elbert in the Rockies, Kingsman's Dome from the Smoky Mountains, Mount Rainier, and Yosemite. And You can put them in the freezer and they cool your drink. Exactly, fraud. The mountain's built into the mountain is part of the glass. It's and it comes up into the glass. So like it showed when you pour, one shot is this much, two shots right to the peak of the mountain. And if you put them in the freezer, then the cold of the glass will keep your scotch cold. So that's what I ordered them for Christmas, and they're not going to get here until Valentine's Day. I'm so disappointed. I'm so very disappointed. So, that is my Christmas story, y'all. We did not, unless, yeah. Frotty, were you here the whole time or did you come back? You need to tell me. Because if you've been here. Okay. So we didn't get a third Minnesota goodbye today, you guys. Speak of the devil, Jen. Wow. How are you? It is so good to see you, my dear. Well, thank you. Merry Christmas. It's nice to have you here. Look, I got to show you what the third Minnesota goodbye surprise is. Hold up. Jen, I can email this to you. This is for you. You win it. It's so exciting. The award for the third Minnesota. Oh, I didn't see look at the leaves, Jen. Check out the plant. Cricket, how'd you get it to do that? Oh my God, Jen. I'm glad you're better. I had to take Orion to the doggy vet emergency 2 weeks ago. I am so sorry. Did they get you all fixed up? What happened? We did get one. Jen Wow is here. I'm so thrilled to see her. We're pushing into fourth Minnesota goodbye. Yeah, I do hope you're feeling better. That would be terrifying not be able to stop coughing. It is an adorable little butt. Oh my, Jen. You have your way to trick the AI? I'm impressed with the plant. Jen, this one is extra glorious with the plant. The plant makes it excellent. Feel 70% than yesterday. Yeah, so what'd the doctors say, Jen? Sorry, I have children in the kitchen, and so I was distracted listening to what was going on with them, which is why people have their offices usually in rooms separate from the house so they don't get distracted by the noises going on around them. They gave you some morphine and cough medicine with codeine. Okay, well, that killed it. That's good. That's excellent. I am glad that that is the case. They give you any, I mean, did they say anything about how come you've been feeling 70%? They were no face, no face. They were giving Orion codeine. They sent him home a Z-Pack also. Okay, good. Okay, good. Z-Pack also. Excellent. They sent Orion home with trazodone, gabapentin, and codeine. Your chest X-ray was good, so you don't have pneumonia. That's good. Good, good, good. Are you feeling any better? I mean, is the Z-Pack helping yet? Sometimes it can start taking effect in about 18 hours if it's bacterial. You guys, okay, good. I'm glad it's helping. Oh, good. Yeah, he ate it all, no face. He ate it all. All the codeine. Okay, you guys. There was something I was going to tell you, but it completely slipped my mind. So I am going to say Merry Christmas, Happy Solstice. May good things come in the new year. All the blessings. Did it come back negative, Jen Wow? Ciao, Bellas. Good, Jen. Ciao, Bellas, like Brain Fog says. Thank you for stopping by. And a Festivus for the rest of us. Indeed, no face. Indeed, a Festivus for the rest of us. Jen, I will get this picture off to you. It is for you. You are the winner. I really hope you feel better, Jen. Yeah, you won the picture. You won Third Minnesota Goodbye. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna send you the picture. It's for you. Yeah. Okay, dear. See you later. Bye-bye.